Very, very good evening to everyone here. Wishing everybody a very, very happy new year, healthy new year, prosperous new year, everything that you would want to wish for. Let's show some cheer and wish each other a very, very happy new year as loudly as we can. 1, 2, go.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you. Thank you. We are recording this session. We will post it up too. There won't be much of takeaways from this apart from a few things, fun activities we are going to do. The second half of the section, we will post it separately onto the YouTube channel. So that that's the place where we would want to refer back to for further learnings. If you choose not to be recorded, you are free to turn your video and audio off, though we would love for all of you to keep your audio video on throughout the session. With that, we will get started. We've got about 2 sections in this session today. First one is where we're going to have some fun. Second one, we're going to be talking some serious business. And let's see how this goes today. Yeah, please do let me know that you are able to share this, see my shared screen.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, Lara, while I'm presenting, I'm not able to see the pings. May I request you to please keep admitting people as they join?
I will do that.
Lovely. So how I've designed this fun section is a few reflective questions for us to think through, respond, have fun. We'll reflect in a couple of different ways. And the first one is really, really simple. Yeah. What has been the best New Year wish you've received this year? Feel free to unmute, talk, put it in the text chat, however you feel like.
Can I share, Shanti?
Yes, please.
I think the best that I can recall, the best wish was from my daughter. She's 4 years old. And she told me I was really sick on the 31st and the 1st. I had viral fever that time. And she said, Mama, you just be the way you are. Don't ever change.
Wow.
So I think that's been the best wish I've received in the new year.
Totally. Thanks for the share, Kunjan. Who else? Be yourself, missing you. So Venkatesh's best message was missing you, and Gopal's best message was be yourself. Very similar to Gunjan's. What else? Yes, please.
Hi. Just so that Gunjan knows, we have many generations in the ICF Bengaluru Charter. Our grandson went off to the US with our daughter-in-law in December, and then came back, over the weekend. And then yesterday he came running, and then he comes and says, "I really miss you and wish you a very, very happy New Year." He's about 5 years old, and it was really very touching for me that he came running and then, grabbing me and then wishing me. So that was one of the best New Year gifts that I had.
Wow. Couldn't be
Very nice.
Anyone else?
So I can go. My first thought was a message from a client for my therapy practice, which was very touching, which was that may you impact others the way you have impacted my life. And I thought that was a beautiful wish forward. But hearing Gunjan and Ravi speak, what I'm realizing is that actually, apart from all of the other wishes, one at 31st midnight, my older one, who's a teen, and we have had lovely rocky exchanges last few months. But at 31st night, we were all dancing together, and he gave me a hug. And what he told me then and his wish, I think that I cherished the most. So yeah, somewhere I'm connecting with what Ravi and Gunjan have also shared. I think that part of me remembers the most right now.
Yeah. Beautiful, Jayashree. Thank you.
So Shanti?
Yes.
Yeah. So somebody wished me, they said, may your worst day of 2023 be better than your best day of 2022.
Whoa. Lovely, lovely. Definitely brings a smile on Sushma. Any others? Should I say this is an open WhatsApp test? You can open your WhatsApp and recollect what were the messages you received.
I can go next, Shanti.
Yes, Naz.
Yeah, so it was my brother's children, nieces. So they said, will Uncle Naz be there? And they said, I think you're funny, but you should tone it down a little bit. But I took it as a compliment, so I felt good about that.
Yeah, definitely. Anyone else?
Auntie, Viji's hand is raised.
Yes, Viji.
Hello, good evening.
Very good evening, Viji.
Nice to be here with you all today.
Pleasure.
So that's
Thank you for joining.
That's a lovely question that you asked, Shanti. And I think the best New Year gift that I received was, the gift of good health. So, someone in the family was, had a pretty bad run with health, and I would say in the last week of December. So New Year, 31st January was like actually a bit of turnaround. So it was really nice. And one realizes that again and again, right? You keep realizing it, but we sometimes keep forgetting the realization that at the end of it, that's all that matters first. Right. Your loved ones being in good health. And I think generally anyone being in good health. So I consider that the best New Year gift.
Wishes for health and gifts of health. Absolutely welcome. Thanks, Vijay. Lalita says, I wished myself a great year to attempt doing everything that I wanted to do this year. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. The next question is going to be slightly different. Yeah. How we are going to be expressing it is going to be different. First, let me share the slide and tell you how we are going to execute this. Who in the ICF Bengaluru Charter Chapter would you have a gratitude message for right now? Which means you either post it in the group WhatsApp. If the person is here, nothing better than just calling out the name and shouting out why you are grateful to them. If the person is not part of the group, not part of this call today, drop them a message immediately so that they know. And we would love to know who that is, even though you're writing them a message.
Yeah, I can go.
Yes.
I think it was Winston that I'm grateful for because of his immediate response to the Bangalore chapter when I came. And it was done so differently without saying too much. And it was just the tone of voice maybe. And so I just felt very welcome. And I said, no, I should have come to this group a long time ago. So I'm very grateful to you, Winston. I don't know if you realize it, but anyway.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Naz.
My gratitude goes to Jayashree for pulling me into this fabulous club and MC. I've been on the roll. So thank you for roping me in.
Our pleasure and our good fortune that we have you.
Nancy, mine is very similar. I'll just put it in the chat. Lots of gratitude for the very warm welcome.
Jayashree is the one pulling people together. I can hear that loud and clear. What else? I'm going to open the WhatsApp to see if there are any messages there.
So I'm going to lead with one. I have several people that I'm grateful for all the support in the last 1.5 years. But I'm going to call out one simply because of the consistency. And you're off video, Ravi Srinivasan. So if you're there, I hope you're hearing it. Otherwise, I shall put it back onto your chat. I think every single learning session for 1.5 hours, some 30 odd sessions, every session, Ravi would always let me know whether if he can't make it, why. And after every session, he would message to acknowledge. It was consistent across the year. And sometimes I look forward to the messages, Ravi, because, I know that if you're there in the audience, you would message. And I felt so supported at all times. So I'm going to call that out And I've never done that before. I think I should have reached out earlier to acknowledge. But thank you so much.
Thanks,
Thank
Jyoti.
you for acknowledging that. Really appreciate it. And this is a least contribution. And if you permit me, Shanti, I'll just say that I think the person who I'm most grateful for the ICF Bengaluru Charter, he's not here, is Arvind Niche. I think he really kicked it off and put in a lot of efforts in really making the first foundation. And, we did a lot of work together. So I really appreciate his, initiative.
Thank you. Dr. Simi, you have your hand up.
Yeah, good evening, everyone. This is the first time I'm participating in this Zoom call. And so I think the person who got me here is Archana. And I'm very, very grateful to her. I have known Archana for last 1 year through my, I have been training to be a coach for last 1 year. And that is how I became friends with her. We have never met, but we connect a lot. We practice a lot together. She has been talking about this ICF chapter Bangalore so much all the time. And this time she told me, would you like to be a part of the first call that we're having? And I said, yes. So she forwarded me the invite and I got back to y'all. And then I was included and I was so happy to be a part of this. And Archana, thank you for bringing me here. And it's so wonderful to be with all of you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Can I?
Yes, please.
Yeah. So again, my gratitude goes to Leni Mathur. I think she's not there, but she is one who connected me to ICF chapter and also even become a coach. So thank you very much. Gratitude to Leni.
Thanks, Sunil. We've got gratitude notes for Vijay and Lara in the chat. So, Lara, Vijay, well done. Sunanda.
Good evening, everybody. I'm not part of the Bengaluru chapter. I'm part of the Delhi chapter. So instead of choosing a specific person, I would actually extend my gratitude to the whole chapter for, bringing in such wonderful initiatives as well as speakers and helping in increasing the awareness and learning about coaching and, improving, my abilities as a coach. So thank you to everybody as well as to the whole community. Thank you so much.
Sunanda. Lovely. Anand?
Yeah, good evening. I've been in the chapter for quite a while, but have been a very, very silent member. But this is probably a good time to express my gratitude to two people, Jayashree in the last year and Shanti to you in this year, for really, I think, so consistently, week after week, getting those learning initiatives on. I've not been able to attend a lot. In fact, I made a confession to Jayashree that I think in the new year, I have to really look forward to committing myself to doing more of this. But I think the effort that you put in and get those speakers and get those sessions going seamlessly is just amazing. So gratitude to you both.
Thanks, Anand. And we look forward to having you in as many sessions as possible. Gunjan.
Hi, everyone. Thank you, Anant. And very similar story for me as well. I've been with the chapter for some time, probably 4 years now, but I've been a silent one. But my gratitude and really from the heart goes out to Jayashree, Dr. Winston, and Shanti to you, of course. With Shanti, I have a relationship way beyond the chapter. We were together in ANZ. So I still remember the last day when I was leaving ANZ, I walked up to her and I remember I somehow recalled a moment where she had mentioned about ICF and I said, Shanti, I'm thinking about going on this journey after ANZ. What do you say about it? And that's how my journey started. So really thankful to you, Shanti, for showing me the way, and to Jayashree and Dr. Winston for always being there for every member of the chapter. And I've had so many doubts and I've approached Jayashree very often and she'd given all the time to, cater to that and listen and respond patiently. And Dr. Winston, there's so much to learn from you and all the other members from the chapter. So this year you'll see little more of me as well. Thank you.
We'd love to. We'd love to. You can see some hearts already. So thanks, Gunjan. Any others? There is a gratitude message for Rashmi. I'm going to save this chat and share the messages with whosoever is receiving and is not that part of the group. I just hope it brings a smile onto them. Anyone else? Any other gratitude messages before we proceed?
I have one. That's okay. I think my gratitude is towards the entire people who came for the sessions on Monday. If nothing else, I've learned from just being here with all of you. And for Shanti and Jayashree to manage this last year, the whole of last year, the consistency is enviable. So, thank you.
Thanks, Deepak. Thank you. Venkatesh, your hand is up.
Yeah, I if I remember correctly, I think the couple of people that I especially like to call out, I don't know if they're all here right now. If I remember correctly, it was Anita, Pallavi, Lata, Bhonsle, Shirish, Sindhu. So last year I was trying something in Kannada, and these guys stepped up and went out of the way to really give me a lot of encouragement. It didn't go anywhere. It was one of those attempts that that are done in all earnestness but don't go anywhere. But they really stepped up and helped a lot. So thanks to those guys.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Venkatesh. So looks like we have been connecting with each other beyond ICF boundaries. So that's great.
Oh, actually, it was something very much to do with ICF. It was something to do with coaching in Kannada. It was not really outside of ICF.
Lovely, lovely. We've got gratitude notes for Lenny, for the board. Thank you. Keep them coming in while we move on to the next question. Yeah, this would be a quick one. What do you plan to invest in 2023? Invest in learning, we know that. What beyond that?
So I can go.
Yes, please.
I'm planning to invest in promoting myself a little bit as a coach. I've been in the advertising industry for more than 30 years, but the most reluctance I've shown is to promote oneself because it doesn't feel comfortable at all.
Yeah, totally with you, Venkatesh. Please share tips as you do that. I've changed after coming to the board in the ICF Bengaluru chapter. I'm promoting a lot, but yeah, people have started already telling me, Shanti, you're a lot more visible than a few months ago. So I'm happy about it. John says he's going to be spending learning Kannada. Wonderful. Venkatesh just shared. Gunjan?
So this year I want to invest in knowing more about myself. I've taken a journey inwards and it's been a beautiful journey. So it's more about getting more inwards this year.
Lovely. Thank you. Anil?
This year in 2023, what I'm looking to do is how can Indic wisdom be used for the inner mastery journey for coaches, people who are going from a PCC to an MCC kind of a journey beyond just the meeting the competence criteria, what it takes to truly become a master coach. And for leaders, what does it really mean to use the depth of Indic wisdom with the rigor of Western frameworks to have that. So the last couple of years, we have been running certain international cohorts in Bangalore and Indranagar. We launched something in November. So looking forward in this year as we tie up with IIM Ahmedabad and George Washington University and others to really take that forward.
Lovely. All the best, Anil.
Thank you.
Venkatesh?
Yeah, actually, this is also, let's say, a gratitude to ICF Bangalore, because 2 years back, there was, I don't know how many of you are aware, there was this Kasturi initiative, right? which went very nicely. So there's something we had piloted, actually, thanks to ICF Bangalore, for the very first time with Kasturi, to help people with coaching, but in Hindi. Okay. So since then, we've been doing a lot of pilots and learned tons more. So this year, I'm going to invest a lot more in scaling that in some ways, which will be hopefully done for the first time in India, taking just one aspect of coaching and taking it to a lot of non-Anglo population in India. So that's what I plan to invest in this year.
Lovely, lovely. All the best.
Thank you.
Any other investments coming up?
I'm going to invest in 2023 in making coaching sustainable for myself.
I think a number of us are struggling with it. Please share the magic when you get it.
Yes.
Okay. Next up is going to be a quick breakout room activity. Let me first share the screen before I put you into the breakouts. Am I already sharing my screen? I don't know. No. Yeah. So in your breakout rooms, you're going to be discussing 3 questions. What are you going to start, stop, continue doing in 2023? What do you plan to learn and what do you plan to teach? And when you come back with not what you've discussed, but what synergies have you been able to find out? Like, John said, I want to learn Kannada, and others said, please count me in. That's the synergy we are talking about. Come back and share what synergies you found in your rooms. Any questions on what needs to be done?
You put these questions on the chat, Shanti?
I will do that.
Thanks.
And 10 minutes is good?
Depends on how many in a room.
I was thinking 5 in a room, but 10 minutes then will not be enough, right? I'm going to make it 3-ish, 4-ish in a room. Hopefully 10 minutes will be enough. If not, just put it in the text chat that you need a couple of more minutes. Yeah? And right after I put you into the breakout rooms, I will stop sharing and paste the questions in the text chat too. You can click a screenshot, that might work too. Prasad is smiling. What did you uncover, Prasad? So is Gunjan.
In the same group. Prasad, you are muted.
We were in the same breakout hall. Venkatesh, my namesake, myself and Gunjan, we were in the same. So we just came out of the breakaway room and there's a common thread which is running across all 3 of us.
Oh, lovely, lovely. That's exactly what we'd like to hear.
Yeah.
So Shanti put both the bald men together.
That the criteria for breaking you out into rooms. Lovely. Either the name has to be same or no hair on the head. I hear that. Okay, I think everyone.
We seem to have missed out on some fun. What was that?
People are trying to find out commonality in their breakout rooms. So there are people with the same first names in the same room. There were bald people in the same room. So people are trying to find out commonalities in their breakout. Okay, welcome back, people. So what did we find? What synergies did we uncover?
Okay, let me go first. In my room, we had Mukesh, Vijay and myself. It's such a coincidence that Vijay and I have to be in the same room.
Yeah.
Okay. So as we were looking at all these 5 aspects, Shanti, starting, stopping, continuing, planning to learn and planning to teach, each of us expressed whatever was on the top of our mind. Some of us have not applied our minds to these questions till this moment. So what struck me were 2 things. There were some commonalities. And what struck me again was the diversity of the areas that we wanted to work. And I wanted to start something and somebody wanted to stop something. So I was really perplexed as to how to find a commonality. Ultimately, when I integrated all the 5 points that you have asked us to discuss, one thing that came out very well was that the synergy was we believe we have acquired something in us, wisdom, experience, competence, or whatever. And we would like, all of us had some component which we wanted to give back to some part of the society.
Yeah.
So some can be in social service, some can be in coaching itself, some knowledge sharing, or some other platform, higher platform of ICF itself. But the common thread was willingness to give what we have. That's the single largest synergy that we came out with. Vijay and Mukesh can add something if I have left, and with that I rest. Thank you.
No, that's good, PMC. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Who else?
I can go next if you allow me.
Yeah, Shanti, in our breakaway, sorry.
Okay, Prasad, then Srini.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. So we were three of us in this breakaway hall, breakaway room, Gunjan, myself, and Venkatesh. So it was a sheer coincidence, two Venkateshas were there in the same breakaway room. So what
I'm having trouble hearing.
came out, what we would like to start was a common thread that came as a major focus area. And then, yeah, it's a little bit unstable. I'll just switch off my video.
Sure, Prasad.
Yeah. So one is fitness. Second thing, what came out very distinctly was, the synergy was coaching, because Gunjan spoke about, managing emotions. So more importantly, when we as coaches, we need to manage our own emotions actually when we are coaching the client. So this came out very prominently. These are the two synergies which stood out very distinctly. One is fitness, and then another is this coaching aspect, giving back to the society what we have learned.
Lovely. That seems to be the theme. Giving back seems to be the theme. And please find your accountability partners as your focus seems to be fitness. All the best.
Thank
Srini.
you.
He's already a runner, Shanti.
Ooh.
Venkatesh does a series of half marathons.
Thank you, Ravi. Thank you.
So I was with other two coaches, Winston and Sunanda. Please, feel free to add if I missed out anything. There are three things actually which come across as a common denominator when we're exchanging our thoughts. One is definitely as a coach, the learning, learning in terms of diversity, inclusion, and culture. The second thing is books, not only reading, but Winston was, very clear. He is actually writing his own book. So the reading and writing is the second element. And the third thing is, yes, definitely the family. The amount of time and intensity, what we are focusing as a quality team with our family, that's also, come across one of the common parameter.
Lovely. Beautiful. Anyone else?
So
Okay.
shall I go next.
Go ahead.
Okay. Thank you, Anand. So we had John Sarao and Ravi Panikar and myself in the group, and that was essentially two young bright men and one getting there, I think. And so one of the common things about that, apart from their brightness, of course, the synergy was that pro bono coaching came up strongly, and teaching. John runs a women's group for about 60 hours for the 5th year in succession. And Ravi says he does a lot of pro bono coaching, and so do I. And that was a commonality that we found. And the other thing was in the area of music, John suddenly sprang this improvisation, which is in jazz, and both of us want to continue our jazz progress in jazz rather. He plays the saxophone, in case you didn't know.
That I got to know during the September meet, yes.
Yes. Yeah, and I play the flute and the harmonica. And so the other thing was, Ravi mentioned that he would like to finish at least about 25 books this, by the end of the year. And that's a focus that he wants to bring. And John spoke about writing. He wants to change the focus into writing. Again, there, I think we all three did have some synergy with the reading and the writing part, like other groups did. So that was more or less what we found synergies in.
Wow, reading, writing, and music. Lovely, lovely.
Okay, if I may just go, I had Lara as well as Anuj, and so Anuj, right now you're on the screen, so which is great to have you as well. I think the synergies was more in terms of when we spoke about the start, it felt like, or even across the 5 questions, the theme was more related to, I think, self-development. They were in different areas. Some of them were in the area of coaching itself, in the area of core coaching, while some of us said we might probably want to even look at areas beyond coaching, just from a self-development perspective. Interestingly enough, all the 3 of us partly struggled to talk about the stop part. We have so much on our plate, we don't know what to stop, right? So that's an interesting piece that that we also came up with, I think, in terms of synergies and in terms of commonalities. Anuj or Lara, do you want to provide any additional color commentary on this? Anuj, do you want to say anything?
No, great, Anant. I think you captured it nicely. And, for me, the learning journey in coaching is fresh because, I'm just sort of formally 1 year into the journey only. So I'm really excited to learn from all the people I can. And I'm glad to have had the chance to speak in a smaller group because then we can build connections. So I think the follow through on these conversations is going to be quite useful for me. So looking forward to those.
Thank you so much, Anutan. That was exactly the intent. Hopefully, you're going to continue with these synergies. Keep connecting with the people where you found that connection. Music, writing, reading, learning, coaching, pro bono coaching, and so much more. Please continue these relationships for as long as you can. There's something in the chat I'm going to read. Yes, deciding what to stop is a challenge. I'm learning that too. It's fun. It is so tempting to not let go anything and keep wanting to add more onto it, but that's humanly not possible. So I'm learning. I'm trying to get there. Wonderful. Let's proceed to the next question, and very simple one. How many ICF Bengaluru Charter Chapter initiatives can you name and call out? I will ask you to call out. For now, I'm just looking for numbers. Give me a number. Board members not counted, not eligible to participate. Venkatesh, 1. Anyone can name 3. Gunjan can 3. Sunil, 4 fingers, so 4. Anyone more than 4? Numerous, Naz, my God. And what's that numerous?
Unless I got the question wrong, but there were so many initiatives that you guys organized.
There were, absolutely. Yeah, glad you called it out.
It's countless. I didn't keep count, but there were so many, and I missed being there in all of them.
Lovely.
I didn't understand the question, and I thought you said how many founders can we name?
Oh, how many initiatives from the chapter? Can you remember?
5.
Oh, sorry. I thought I heard initiators. Sorry.
5. Anant says 5. Anybody to beat Anant?
Lovely also said 5, Shanti.
Lovely also said 5. Awesome. Anyone to beat Anant and Lovely? Okay, ladies first. We'll go with Lovely first. Lovely, can you call out the initiatives?
Sorry, that I can't do, but I have read whenever I first joining into this Bangalore chapter, I got the details.
You got the details.
Memory, I counted.
No worries. Anant, what initiatives do you remember?
Yeah, so let me make sure that I recall all of this. One is learning.
Yes.
All the learning in weekly learning initiative. Second is our the magazine that we have, the publication. Third is, I think, what we had yesterday. I think the fantastic cafe stuff that we have. No, what is it called?
Book cafe.
The book cafe. The
book cafe. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fourth one is Chai Pe Charcha.
Excellent.
5th one is Agastya.
Wow.
6th one, my goodness, I just had it in my head. The University Connect that Sanyog had.
Yes.
What was it called? Campus Connect.
Unicorn and multiple universities. They're excellent.
Yeah. So I think I named 6, in fact, I think, which is not bad.
Yeah.